Hey guys, wanted to make this video about the IB World Religions internal assessment. Um, right in the middle for me of grading these. This is in the middle of the quarantine in May of 2020, and I am grading for IB this year, and I've graded 50 internal assessments, and just really have a good understanding of the rubric and how it works. So I thought it would be a good idea to make a quick video now, and future students can watch this, and maybe it'll be helpful. Um, all right. First of all, the question itself, just from grading these assessments, the more specific your question is, the much better that you'll do on the internal assessment. So pick a religious experience, something um, that you can be not vague, not super broad, something that you can really focus on. It's only 1,800 words, um, and the best ones have a focused question. I just want to go through each criterion and just give some notes of kind of what I've noticed as a grader, and then obviously any follow-up questions you have, we can get to that. So starting with section A, criterion A, um, start. You want to start your paper with your rationale. Why are you choosing this topic? It can be personal or academic, but there needs to be a real connection. Why? So that first paragraph is your rationale. You're stating your reason behind it. And then you will end that section with your question in bold. That's really helpful for the grader to see, okay, this is the rationale, this is the reasoning behind it, whether it's personal or academic reason why they had an interest in it, and here's their question. So if that's clearly stated with some development, you're going to get into the higher marks. And then after that, you will use the rest of this section for preliminary research. What background research are you doing? Are you finding as you're beginning to look at this topic? Have it well sourced. Um, if you use multiple sources, a wide range of sources is noted on like the lower levels, the 7 and the 8 range. If it's directly connected to your question, it's going to be better. So have that sourced or have it footnoted. Uh, the more details you give, the better preliminary research, the higher you'll end up as far as your marks. Going on to section B, the criterion B, the plan of study. Your question has to be stated again, put it in bold. That's one point. Then you have to have your plan laid out. This is what I'm going to do based off of my preliminary research to answer my question. Students that get a 2 are more general. Students that get a 3 are very specific about their plan, what they're going to do, and that it's specifically connected to their question. So that's an easy area as a grader to look for. Criterion C is the next section. This is where you summarize your findings. What did you get from your research? As you executed your plan, what information did you get? So, if that information that you get is clearly connected to your question, you're getting into the higher levels. The better the information, the more well-rounded it is, the more developed it is, the more connected it is to your actual question and plan. That's how you get into the 5-6 range. Okay, last couple of sections on the rubric. Criterion D, for this section, I really kind of, as I grade it, look at 3 specific areas. Do you have some sound critical reflection on your findings from section C? Can you look at it? Can you show that you have an understanding of the religious experience? Can you view it from different ways? So that's one paragraph where you're kind of telling what you ended up understanding, what different perspectives you had, and you analyze your findings. The next section, your next paragraph that you're going to want to have is where you talk about um, your research question and just your whole process. Like, what misconceptions did you have? What inconsistencies did you have? Where did you struggle? Where was it easy? So you want to have a section on that. And then you want to end with a section where you really evaluate um, exactly how you broke down your research, um, any conclusions, any future possibilities, things that you might look at if you had another chance, things that you might do differently if you had another chance. Those are what we're looking at to get into the 7, 8, 9, 10 range. So having some real detail in that. The last criterion should be the easiest. Okay, is it no more than 1,800 words? That's 1 point. If you're over it, you don't get the point. The next, did you follow this the way it's supposed to be laid out? Section A, Section B, Section C, Section D, Section E. That should be a given. And then the third point is your works cited. Do you have a fully developed works cited bibliography? Is it in alphabetical order? That's what the grader's looking for. If you have that, if it's formatted correctly, then you get the 3 points there. So anyway, I wanted to touch on these and kind of break it down really from the viewpoint of a grader. Okay, thanks.